Welcome to MTG Collector's Corner. Today we're going to be talking about binders. Along with boxes, binders are the most common storage solution for serious trading card collectors. Binders come in all shapes and sizes, from this 4-pocket binder, to this 9-pocket binder, to this 12-pocket binder, all the way up to this massive 20-pocket binder. Today we're going to cover them all, along with when, where, and how to utilize each one. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of the video, because I have a project I'm starting, and it involves you. I do want to preface this video by saying that I am first and foremost an Ultra Pro fanboy. Almost all of my non-3 ring binders and some of my 3 ring binders are made by Ultra Pro. This video is not sponsored by them, but I've been using their products for years, and overall, they make great products. Also, I'm only going to briefly touch on 3 ring binders in this video. If you want a full, in-depth 3 ring tutorial, I have another video that covers just that. I'll leave a link in the description below. I use a 9-pocket binder to store a lot of my collection. Most of the 9-pocket binders I use are to store full sets. I use 2 types of 9-pocket binders, also called portfolios, for my collection. I have these 2 types from Ultra Pro. This is an example of the early 9-pocket binders from Ultra Pro. It features art on both the front and the back and includes 10 non-removable top-loading pages. Since it only has 10 pages, the capacity is only 180 cards. This is well below the average of most sets. Most of the newer sets are between 250 and 300 cards. So with that being said, I don't use these binders to store my complete sets. I prefer something like this newer Ultra Pro binder. This is the type of binder I use to store my complete sets where the binder is available for that set. This is the Thunder Junction binder. There's a Bloomburrow binder right here. So I have one of these for each set that this is available for. These 9-pocket binders are a great storage solution, whether you use them to store a complete set or not. Quality is really great with these binders. The first thing you'll notice is this elastic band. It keeps the cover closed and your cards secure. Speaking of covers, these covers are plastic type material. They're flexible yet sturdy, and they have a nice feel to them. The art on these binders is featured on the front and the back, and it's usually a panorama. Inside the binder are these non-removable pages. Instead of 10, you get 20, so that gives you a capacity of 360 cards, which fits most modern sets. I should mention, if you're wanting to store a complete set and all its variants, it probably won't fit in one of these binders. You're going to need a couple binders. There are very few binders that can hold a complete set and all the variants, because usually there's, like I said, 250 to 300 cards per set, and then there's at least another 100 variants for each set. So that puts your set count around 450 cards, and most binders aren't going to be able to hold that, unless you go with this 12-pocket binder, which I'll get to in a minute. There are some sets, like Murders at Karloff Manor, that have variants in them, such as those cards that were used for that augmented reality game. I'll show you a couple examples. So if there's just a few variants like the Murders at Karloff Manor set, or upcoming Duskmourn with the Lurking Evil cards, you should be able to fit the complete set and those minor variants in one of these binders. So the pages in these binders are also a very much higher quality. You can see they have this black insert. They are side loading instead of top loading, so that prevents your cards from falling out when you turn your binder upside down, because I always walk around and shake my binder upside down. So this binder also has the black insert here, so that it protects your cards from each other, from rubbing against the backs between cards. If you've seen my 3-ring binder video, you can see that cards can get scratched. If they're back-to-back straight in these older style, like this, where they're just clear. So in this kind of binder, the cards go back-to-back and they can scratch each other. This type of binder has this black material protecting the cards in between. There are 9-pocket binders from tons of manufacturers. There's Volt X, there's Monster, just to name a couple off the top of my head. Like I said, Ultra Pro is my go-to. They have the official art for Magic the Gathering. They have, I think, since Magic has been around. I know Ultimate Guard does have the license for some of the official art for Magic. They did, starting with Bloomburrow. I think they do have binders as well, so you might check those out. I prefer Ultra Pro. That's what I've always used. So I use these 9-pocket binders to store all my complete sets in. I prefer the 9-pocket binders over these 12-pocket binders, simply for the fact that they fit so perfectly on my shelves. The 12 pocket binders just are off of my shelf like 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and it drives me crazy. So speaking of these 12 pocket binders, these can be a great option for collectors as well if you're wanting more storage capacity. So inside, these are basically the same as the 9 pocket binders. They have the elastic on the outside, and then they've got the same side load pages inside. The only difference is it's 4 across and 3 down instead of 3 by 3. So you get the extra 3 cards per page, and that brings the capacity up to these 12 pocket binders to 480 cards compared to the 360 in these 9 pocket binders. So I mean, it's a good amount of extra cards that you can store in these binders. Like I said, I simply don't use these because they don't fit on my shelves correctly. Another reason that some collectors like these over the 9 pocket, besides just the storage capacity, is you can put 4 across, and a plate set of cards is 4 cards. So they like to maybe display a full play set, or they only collect a play set of cards of their rares maybe. So they can put the play set in each row here, and they know, if they need a card to complete that play set or not. So that's one of the, I think, the main reasons that most people like the 12 card binders is that extra storage capacity, and they want to see full play sets of cards. So I do have 12 pocket binders for the sets, but most of the time it's just because Ultra Pro doesn't make a 9 pocket binder. They only made the 12 pocket binder option for that set. One last thing about the 12 pocket binders that I do like over the 9 pocket binders is the set symbol and the set name on the edge of the binder. The 9 pocket binders don't have that for some reason. I really wish they did, but the 12 pockets do, and I think it looks really cool on the shelf, and it makes it a lot easier to see what binder it is. So here's the 12 pocket version. Here's the 9 pocket version. We have also a 4 pocket version. This is for the March of the Machine Aftermath. The only reason I have the 4 pocket for that set is because it was a small set, and I can fit everything all in this one little binder. I'm actually not sure if they even made a bigger binder for this set. They might have, but I chose to go with the 4 pocket just because I can fit the whole set in, and I don't have a bunch of wasted space in the binder. So the 4 pocket version is just like the bigger brothers. It has the elastic and has the non-removable pages. 2x2 has 20 pages in here, so the capacity is 160 cards. Not a whole lot of cards, but like I said, some players love these because they use them as their trade binder. I mean, 160 cards is a pretty good amount for using this as a trade binder. You can take this, throw it in a backpack, take it to F&M. You don't have to worry about your cards falling out because it's side load pages, has this elastic to keep it closed. So this is actually a good option if you're wanting something small and portable for like a trade binder that you're going to take with you everywhere. Also, it does have like I said, the 4 pockets, so you can fit a full playset in each page if you're into that. The 4 pocket binder does have its uses. So with these 9 and 12 pocket binders, like I said, there's a bunch of different manufacturers out there make these binders, and they're all pretty much the same. I know people have their preferences. Like I said, I like Ultra Pro. Some people are Monster fans. Some people just only Volt X or Ultimate Guard. So with the 9 and 12 pocket binders like this, there is a variation that I do have on these binders, which is the zipper enclosure. So this is a 9 card zippered binder from Ultra Pro. It's a little bit higher quality, especially on the outside. The inside really is the same as the other 9 and 12 card binders. But the outside, this is like a leather type feel. This is embossed art here on it. And the main difference between those and this is the zipper here. So the cover zips closed. I use this binder to store some of my more expensive cards. I have my masterpieces in here, my expeditions. That's what I use this binder for. I don't get it out a whole lot, but I do like the extra protection that the zipper does offer. The inside of the binder is pretty much the same as the other regular 9 and 12 card binders that I've been showing you, but this does have the extra feature of the zipper, so your cards are definitely not going anywhere. It does have the side load pages in here just like the others, but you do get that extra protection with the zipper. So this is another option for a trade binder because the zipper does keep it closed and secure rather than just an elastic strap. And it is still portable. It's slightly bigger than the other 9-pocket binders. It's, I mean, barely bigger, but there's still a little bit more bulk to it. So this is the 9-pocket version. There is also a 12-pocket version of these zipper binders, but this is the zipper binder. This is the 12-pocket version. Really nice outside. It's got the like embossed set symbols on here. This is for the 30th anniversary of Magic. Really nice on the inside. It's got the set symbols kind of embossed here as well, and but it does have the same side load pages. I use this one to store cards from the 30th anniversary. I'm trying to collect all these 30th anniversary promos. I've got stuff from MagicCon Vegas for the MagicCon 30. I've got my playtest cards from the Unknown event we did. So this is mainly just a binder that I use to keep my 30th anniversary stuff in. It's a really nice binder. Like I said, it's got the set symbols front and back. Really cool design. And it does have the zipper enclosure, which I really like. So this does pretty much just stay on my shelf. I really don't take it anywhere. Like the other 12-pocket binders, on the spine it does have the 30th anniversary logo here, the Pro logo at the bottom. So those are the zipper binders. They are quite a bit more expensive than these regular just plastic type portfolio binders. So I don't have very many of these. I think I just have these 2 binders. I use them for special. So these types of binder portfolios do have some advantages over their 3-ring counterparts. Number one, they offer more protection for your cards. So if you see my 3-ring binder video, you've seen that I talk about how the 3-ring binders are capable of damaging your cards. The binder dings, the scratches, the cards falling out. These binder portfolios kind of eliminate all those. You don't get the scratches because of that black material in between. You're going to get those ring dings because there's no rings here to damage the cards. And with the side loading pages, they are not going to fall. And especially if you have the zipper. Also, these binders, not necessarily the 12-pocket binder, but the 9-pocket portfolio binder is definitely a lot less bulky than a 3-ring binder. The 12-pocket binder may be a little bit bigger, but it doesn't seem as bulky as a 3-ring binder because it's so really thin here on the edges. And then the 9-pocket binder is really stealthy compared to a 3-ring binder. These are really easy to throw in a backpack, whereas a 3-ring binder, yeah, I don't think I'd ever throw a 3-ring binder in a backpack. So really the only disadvantage that these types of binders have over 3-ring binders is the flexibility. Since these pages are not removable, rearranging your cards, you got to rearrange the whole binder if you want to add a card in. So that's why I use these binders for my complete sets, because I'm only going to have 1 copy of each card in this binder, and it's going to be in a certain order. It's going to be in collector number order. So I can leave space for when I do get those cards to put in the binders. Whereas if you're just using this to store your cards with like a certain color or a certain type, you're going to have to leave like a bunch of space either in between like the colors or whatever different sections you have in your binder. You're going to have to leave space so that you don't have to rearrange the whole entire binder, maybe just a few pages. But still, it's not as easy as having a 3-ring binder where you can just throw in an extra page and add the cards as you get them. So with these, it takes a little bit of planning if you're going to use them to store cards that aren't just a complete set. But I use these for my complete sets just so I don't have that issue. So these are the main types of binders that collectors regularly use. But each collector is different in their approach. Some have binders that are just a solid color, but they house cards of each color in that binder, and that's all they house in that binder. Some people have binders that are different colors or solid colors or different designs for the different types of cards they have in there. So maybe they have artifacts all in one, or they have instants and sorceries all in one, or one's just legendaries for building commander. Really, there's no right or wrong way to sort and organize your collection. Just as long as you have a system it works for you, and how you utilize your collection. So let's talk about the 1,280-pound gorilla in the room. Yes, this is a 20-pocket zippered binder. Yes, I said that correctly, 20 pockets. When I bought this binder, I really just bought it for the memes because of its comically large size. If you compare this to my biggest 12-pocket binder, the 12-pocket binder really pales in comparison to this binder. So this binder here is the Collect the Beast binder. It has a whopping 1,280 card capacity. For those of you doing the math, that's like 3 12-pocket binders. I've had this binder for a couple months, and I've been trying to find a way to put it to good use. Initially, I was just going to use it for Instagram Reels to kind of grab people's attention. I thought about moving my Don Mattingly baseball card collection and housing it all in one of these binders. But with the release of Bloomborough and seeing the 4 seasons of lands that they have, it just hit me. Why not collect every single basic land and put them in this binder? Let me show you how cool these Bloomborough lands look in this binder. Like I said, this is a 20-pocket zippered binder. And let me show you how cool these cards look. I put them right in the middle. So this is the Bloomborough Seasons cards on this side. So it's all the full art basic lands, and there's one for each season. So you got, I think it starts with spring, summer, fall, winter. And then you've got the 5 basic lands across. I put these in here the other day, and it just looks so awesome. So that's what I've decided to do with this binder, is just try to collect every single basic land card from every set in Magic. I feel like this binder is practically made for this because it's got the 5 columns across. So you got plains, island, swamp, mountain, forest, and then you've got 4 down, which in the earlier sets of Magic, they had 4 different versions of each basic land for every set. So really, you could fit a full set's worth of lands on one page here. So I think it's going to look really awesome, and that's what I've decided to do with this binder, is collect one of every basic land. But I'm not going to stop there. If you've seen my very first YouTube video, I talk about the value of the cards being in the memories that we make. So that's where the next part of my project comes in. Not only am I planning on collecting every basic land card, I want this to be a community binder full of cards from people that I've met or will meet on my Magic journey. I haven't fleshed out the details yet. I'm still brainstorming ideas, but I do know that I want people to sign the lands and put them in the binder. If you have any ideas for this project, please leave them down in the comments below. I will continue working out the details for this project, and I will update you all in an upcoming video. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. One of the hurdles I do foresee with this project is that, in my estimation, there are over 1,500 basic lands already in Magic, and that's just in the basic sets of cards. That's not including any supplemental sets or secret layers or foils. So I did say that this holds 1,280 cards, so we're either going to need a second binder or a bigger binder. I'm hoping maybe Collect the Beast can help me out and send me another 1 or 2 of these, or I'm hoping one of these other manufacturers such as Ultra Pro, to make me a custom binder to fit all the land cards. I do love the size of this binder, and I do love the fact that it's 5x4. So if I could get a binder that just has more pages in it, that would be awesome. So once again, if you have any ideas whatsoever on how to make this community project the best it can be, please leave them down in the comments. Also, share this video with friends. Like I said, this is a community project. The more people that know about it, the more successful it's going to be. I want as many people in the community involved as possible. I really can't wait to get this awesome project started. So as always, like, share this video with your friends, shower, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.